This video is made for adult collectors because people who had this when they were kids are probably now adults. Well, that's underwhelming. I just want to start this video off by saying I apologize in advance if you hear a slight hum. The furnace is on literally in the room next to me because it is minus 13 outside, so it's cold and I want to be warm. Combiners. They always seem to have some issues when being translated into toy form, whether it be official or third party. And sometimes you just want a version of a character that has a good robot and alt mode. Well, Universe 2008 has you covered there with a few non-combining combiner boys, and this one is just the crown jewel of Universe 2008 for me. Onslaught here is a big bruiser and he's just awesome. I love the stature of this bot mode, but there's already one glaring issue I know will bother some people, and that's the gaps in the arms. Technically, he's built with gorilla arms, but because of his wrist swivel, you can mitigate that, but that leaves the open spaces visible to you. They don't bug me, but I know they'll bug some people, so it's worth pointing out. Everything else about him looks great. Some spots could have used a bit more paint here and there, but it's still a lot of nice color on display. I like this army metallic green they used. It's really striking, and that blue, while muted, contrasts quite well. The Games Workshop gray on the fists and the joints, however, are a bit ugly to me, but the silver parts are done in like this nice spray coat with a gradient, especially on the claws. Kind of wish the claws were removable so they could go on his arms as weapons, but oh well. He also has a riot shield, which means he's definitely one of those campers with a knife and riot shield pissing you off in the shoot house.
Locating the next hard point.
I love the way the legs work in conversion to clean all of them up and make these stompers. It's just so satisfying. The whole transformation, actually, I'll show you later, but it's nice. I do like the head. The big yellow visor is cool and it lights up, which is nice, but it would have been cool if they gave it a bit of a window on the back of the head to let light piping through, like to let light through the piping, so that when the eyes weren't lit up, you could still sort of see them. They feel very old candy yellow, like a candy that's been sitting in your cupboard for like 8 years. That's what it looks like to me right now without the lights on. And I feel like if they had just piped the back of it a little bit when the lights aren't on, it would have helped. He has a spring-loaded gun that's very pathetic. What? That's not... What? You're supposed to point straight, not... That's better. The two massive cannons on the top, however, do compensate for that. This is a big mortar cannon. His articulation sounds amazing. It's pretty not bad for today and great for the time, but let's just see. All right, this man sounds really good when you move his joints. For starters, the head only rotates, and it's constantly, like, if you have him standing up straight, he's always looking down. Not a big fan of that. That's a bit strange, but the shoulders rotate. Very tactile click. You got in and out at the shoulder, bicep rotation, elbow bend. The wrist, as I said, swivels and can go up and down for a little bit of that. That looks a bit wrong. Okay. No waist joint. That wasn't really common to be on everything back then. Also, I hate this butt flap. Legs can go forward. Nice. Back. Pretty strong ratchet too. Holds up the leg quite well. Ah. There we go. You got in and out. Which sounds really cool. You got thigh swivel, knee bend. It goes over 90 degrees and then nothing at the feet. Well, they can go down, but I don't know what you'd use that for. They are very stable though. They pretty much hold them firmly on the ground. Oh, and then these can flare out if you want them to do that, but I don't know. I don't like it personally. But yeah, his articulation's not bad for a Universe 2008 figure. I mean, it's definitely better than something like this. But yeah, it's not up to the same standards of what we get today, but that's completely fine. Also, I just noticed a big giant Class B digital apparatus complies with Canadian something sticker on there. There you go. It applies with Canadian standards. Yay. I also completely forgot about another best part of this toy. The massive "Don't Eat the Batteries" sticker on the shield. 10 out of 10. Toy hacks. You need to get on making these. They're the best stickers. I'm just kidding. I'm never removing it though because it's funny. Now the transformation, as I said, is extremely satisfying. The way everything folds into place and compresses. I love the way the legs unfold and wrap around the entire sides, along with the way the arms tuck in to fold around the extended chest. Makes everything feel very pleasing yet slightly complex when you transform it. However, the little cages on his legs that hold his wheels in place, getting everything lined up underneath can be a bit of a pain sometimes if you're not paying attention to that specific part of the transformation, so just make sure you do that. It's not going to break, it's just annoying. Alt mode is very nice. This APC mode is a chonk and it's large and it makes a really annoying noise when you roll it around. The turret does rotate, but it does not go a full 360 because of the wires in it, which is totally fine. And this is one of the coolest Easter eggs on a toy. That's somebody's name in the community, someone who's been in the Transformers community ever since its conception, and that's their birth date. That's just cool. Imagine having your name on the side of one of these. That's nice. That's really cool. Like imagine you buy a toy that's a tank and it says MGO on it. That'd be neat, right? The claws can move up and down as well, which looks nice, and the riot shield can mount on top, which I'll talk about more in a little bit. The new paint details on the top here, they're just lush. I like the new clear parts. Then it all gets covered by the shields, and you lose it. Now the sounds. I touched on the lights in the robot mode, but we're going to talk about the noises he makes, because he makes noises. It's funny. You have this aggressive machine gun noise. So here's the machine gun sound. You press the red button at the back, you hold it down, and he makes machine gun noises. Now I don't know if you can actually see that, but let me see if I can zoom in here. The speaker is so densely packed in here that the toy started shaking when I did that. You can kind of see it. It's not that easy to see, but in real life it is. He starts doing this a little bit. Not as violently, but I think that's funny. And this part where they forgot to program the loop of the siren, just have a look. So for this sound effect, before we get into it, the shield has this little button right here that when you slide this over, you can still press this to activate the sound, which I think is cool. Now, like I said, they completely forgot to program the loop into the siren, and it's really funny. Watch. That's not the siren, that's the machine gun, and I'm an idiot. Here we go. That's it. That's all you get. That's so funny. That's really funny. It didn't program, it just goes, eh. That's it. You're done. Like I'm holding the button down, it's not doing anything. And that's just not just my copy, that was all of them. That's hilarious. Man, I love that siren thing. That's so funny. Anyways, I recommend buying one. I got this for $25 sealed Canadian. And it's one figure I will definitely recommend to anyone. That's it. Just buy one. Obviously, don't spend ridiculous prices, but like $40 at most sealed from one of these would be pretty cool. And you can find them for relatively cheap used. Like, I think I've seen them go on eBay and at like local shops for $10 to $20 used. So you wouldn't have any trouble, and it's really cool. There's also a hard head version. There's upgrade kits to turn him into a headmaster. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this, so definitely go pick one up. And that's been my look at Universe 2008 Onslaught. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. And Universe 2008 Hotshot sucks ass. Please do not buy one. Okay, bye.